November is Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. Thursday is Wear Purple for World Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Day. This disease is the third leading cause of cancer-related death in America, more than breast cancer. And many of you know, my father, Dave Smith, died of pancreatic cancer back in May of 2017 after a courageous fight. I miss him every day. And this past August, my father-in-law, Mark Carell, was diagnosed with this same disease. And now he's battling it with all his might. And Mark, I am so proud of you. We're all rooting for you. And I'm also proud of a woman here in Metro Detroit who's on a mission to help more people beat this disease. It's today's Living a Better Life.
Sheila Skye Castleman was a doting grandmother enjoying life when she started to feel depressed.
I also lost a ton of weight. I was nauseous all the time. I became diabetic, and then I wasn't diabetic, so I had a lot of symptoms, and then I jaundiced.
In September of 2007, doctors explained why: pancreatic cancer.
When I was diagnosed, not all that long ago, there was no one talking about this disease. It was a silent disease, a silent cancer. And I decided that if I lived, I was going to shout, and I'm still shouting.
Castleman is shouting through her nonprofit she created months after her successful surgery back in 2008. The Skye Foundation aims to raise awareness about the disease and funding for innovative research.
We have these cancer cells, pancreatic cancer cells, and we are staining for one of the cancer proteins.
Dr. Asfar Asmi, assistant professor of oncology at Wayne State University School of Medicine and at the Kermanis Cancer Institute, has received some of that grant money. His lab's been working on the front lines of finding new treatments.
We have a drug that can lock the good proteins at the right place. And when we see that locking, these are tumor suppressors, or they can prevent the tumor from growing, and we see the pancreatic cancer cells die.
The work is encouraging, but Dr. Philip, a gastrointestinal oncologist at the Kermanis Cancer Institute, who is also my father-in-law's physician, says the research is lagging behind that being done into other major cancers.
Pancreatic cancer is especially difficult to fight. Why is that?
It is difficult to fight for a number of reasons. One of them is because we often get the patients diagnosed at a late stage in their disease. Late as in it's gone beyond the pancreas, it's gone spread to other parts of the body.
He says you need to know the signs and symptoms. The most common are belly or back pain, weight loss, poor appetite, nausea and vomiting, jaundice, recent onset diabetes, and blood clots, among others. You don't have to have all of them, just some of them. In my father-in-law's case, he had stomach pain and blood clots in his legs.
The key message here is that if you have symptoms that are persistent for a few days, weeks, you have to see your doctor.
As for Sheila Skye Castleman,
I'm 79, and I'm feeling very well.
She's now a 12-year pancreatic cancer survivor who works to help other people have hope.
Thanks to Sheila and her foundation for all they're doing. Bottom line, seeing your doctor or gastroenterologist if you have some persistent symptoms that haven't been around. According to the American Cancer Society, risk factors include family history, smoking, being very overweight, having type 2 diabetes, and being older than 45. Men and African Americans are also slightly more at risk, though the reasons are not clear. And you may want to consider genetic testing. We have some information linked to this story on our website, so just go to WXYZ.com to find out more about that.
Yeah, but those symptoms are so key to start early. And that was a great point by Dr. Philip Phillips, that if you start early, you have a better chance of fighting it, although pancreatic cancer is a very difficult disease to fight.
And we're rooting for all the people who are fighting it right now. Any of you out there, you can share your stories with me on social media as well. And again, love going out to my father-in-law, Mark.
That's right. Mark, we're rooting for you.